A video of Russian police physically humiliating journalist provokes online outcry.
Here's a summary of the article.
In a video posted on Twitter on 6 February, one can see the Russian journalist Gennady Shulga lying on the floor on his front. The video's publication caused an outcry on social media. Highly disturbing video of police in Vladivostok interrogating and humiliating local journalist Gennady Shulga. Especially noteworthy, the police themselves leaked this footage. Police are now pursuing charges against protesters who blocked traffic during those demonstrations, and broke into Shulga's home on the morning of 6 February as part of that investigation. In a video published the next day on the Newsbox 24 YouTube account, he explains on camera what happened, saying that the police arrived at his home around 7 a.m. and the whole experience lasted around 2 hours. For him, his brutal interrogation and the posting of the video afterwards are a result of a police state.
This post received a score of 54,000, with an upvote ratio of 93%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Makes it more unsettling that the police published the vid themselves.
They know they can beat this guy to a pulp on video, heck probably even live, and no one is going to anything about it.
Pretty much in law enforcement anywhere in the world can do that and nothing would happen to them except maybe paid vacation.
God forbid they get doxxed because they'd be the first to scream.
This is the way. People will seek justice if the gov doesn't.
How fucked is it that politicians, military, police and kinda anyone with enforcement powers these days have forgotten that in many countries those powers were granted by, and belong to, the people. Those people, by the way, are armed to the teeth and will take it back by force, when pushed to that point.
The politicians didn't forget. They just made sure that the people are armed with bolt-action rifles while the men on their payroll are armed with tanks and assault rifles.
These must be the same politicians that thought Vietnam and Afghanistan were winnable wars, huh? Those wars were not about winning. They were about profiting the few at the expense of the many.
You have to wonder why the police would want to publicize this video. As the journalist said, it makes the cops look bad, not him. Any ideas on why they did this?
It's a scare tactic designed to make citizens question if they really want to oppose the government.
It's a short-sighted tactic. This is only going to outrage people even more.
This isn't aimed at folks that will protest no matter what, it's aimed at folks on the fence. Long term, the fence sitters will remember these images and likely decide it's in their best interest to sit out.
I would think people on the fence would be outraged by police assaulting a journalist, and get off the fence. Regardless, I think it's a net negative for the Russian police.
You underestimate the power of fear. Ideally, I'd love to see what you're saying take place, but fuck around and be murdered or whatever we think of is a strong way to get people with families or what have you to think about their well-being above all else.
You make a good point. It's easy to overlook the fear component when you're on the outside looking in. The fact is, I have no idea what life is like in Russia. I don't have their history, or their culture.
You know you're in a police state when the police feel free enough to publish this video.
Russia is a three-tiered mafia state. These local police are just one part of their predictable operations.
Fuck me. I had a family get-together, and everyone except my wife and I were against the opposition, labeling Navalny a traitor and an American agent. Imagine what can happen if the system collapses. Look at Ukraine, there will be chaos and even more poverty. I was sitting in disbelief. The rich are content with their status or brainwashed, or both. The poor are too busy getting hammered to give a shit. I've absolutely lost hope.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.